Good morning, students. I, Kamal Nath, welcome you all in my class of English. Today I am going to explain you a very beautiful poem, very interesting poem, that is Wandering Singers. This is the first video of this week, and I am sure, like other chapters, you will enjoy this poem as well. Earlier you have read a poem that was Maps, and this is another poem that is Wandering Singers. You must have heard the name of Sarojini Naidu. She was a veteran personality, multi-dimensional personality. She was not a poetess, not a writer. She was a freedom fighter of India, freedom movement. You must have read about her in several other books. And today you are going to enjoy one of her well-known, famous and beautiful poem, that is Wandering Singers. Students, there are differences in the prose and the poem. When you read a poem, that keeps you curious. You are always curious to know what the next turn comes in the story. What is the climax to know? And so you are always thrilled to know the end of the story about the different characters. But here in the poem, the poet or poetess tells something different. They lead your imagination, your creative power, your innovative capacity in different world where you yourself can imagine a lot. You can get lost in different world of imagination. And so here also this is the poem, that is Wandering Singers. Let us know something about the composer of the poem, Sarojini Naidu. As I already told you, she was a very famous personality, well-known personality, because she not only gave her great contribution in the literary field, in fact, she had a great contribution in the freedom movement of India. She was known as Nightingale of India. Nightingale of India. Popularly, she was known as Nightingale of India. A lot of information is given here on this page. You can see Sarojini Naidu on the page 30. Sarojini Naidu, known as the Nightingale of India, was a prominent figure in the Indian independence movement. Prominent figure. Very active personality in freedom movement of India, independence movement of India. Her poems describe the beauty. All her poems, so many poems she has composed. Here another poem is already mentioned here only on the next page 31. That is Palaki Bearers. That is another interesting poem, very interesting. When you will go through it, you will again enjoy. That will give you another charm. So, through her poems, Sarojini Naidu describes the beauty she saw in the people and things around her. She watched the people, she studied the circumstances, the traditions, customs, markets, bazaars, and she used to write very interesting things about that. And that charmed the people, that charmed the readers, and that will make you spellbound when you will read some another poems, so many other poems, including markets. She wrote and described in her poems about markets, bazaars, festivals, our traditions, Indian traditions, myths and legends. Her composition, her writings, her literature was full of varieties, full of different aspects of human just nature. They also have a musical quality which makes them enjoyable to recite or listen to. She has written in such a way so that when you recite the poem, that will create another charm, that is musical rhythm that charms us, and you will be forced to really enjoy that. This poem is about wandering singers. The poem you are going to read is about the wandering singers, folk singers, those who did not stay at any particular place. They wandered from one place to another, one city to another, one village to another. They passed through forests, and their voice, their songs echoed everywhere in the atmosphere, in the winds, everywhere. They were folk singers. They had not any permanent place to stay. They thought the whole globe as their home. They thought all people of the world as their family members. And so they sang on different topics with different mood. We shall study and enjoy this poem. We shall see what she has described in it. So she is writing, this poem is about wandering singers who once used to go in a small groups from village to village and town to town in India, playing their instruments and singing songs about heroic deeds. Their theme was based on the heroic deeds, the brave soldiers, those who fought in the battle, and fighting the battle they died. So their determination, their courage, their bravery is described in the poem, and the poetess has described through the wandering singers what was the theme of their songs. So they sang about heroic deeds and battles, as well as passionate love and great tragedy as well. The poems were based on the tragic stories also, sadness also. Their songs constituted a rich store of folk literature full of legends and myths about the past. That literature was here rich with the legends, full of legends, legendary stories of heroic deeds of the people, and even about the myths, traditional stories made by the people about the past. Let us know what she describes in the poem Wandering Singers. Here you can see some words that is already written in highlighted words in red letters, and they are very important for you all to learn their meaning. What a specific meaning is of these words, you have to learn, you have to note down all that, and you please learn them before you read the poem, recite the poem, and try to know it. Here, what she says in the poem, let us know. Where the voice of the wind calls our wandering feet. Where the voice of the wind calls our wandering feet. The singers are telling. The singers are telling in this poem, they go, they immediate go where the voice of the wind calls them. They are going everywhere, and they go where the voice of the wind calls them. Just they move, going through the ways, and they are singing songs through echoing forest and echoing street. Through which way they used to go? Through the forest, through the streets of the towns, of the villages. They used to wander with their flute, with whatever is there. You can see here in their just hand, that is called lutes. The special instrument, you can see instrument Here that is a musical instrument which had a string only, and touching the string they used to produce the sound, very melodious sound, very magical sound, which really could really made you spellbound to listen more and more. So the wandering singers used to produce the musical sound through that lutes, and they sang song through the forest, through the streets, and their sound of the song were echoing everywhere in the atmosphere, everywhere, in the environment, everywhere. They were in the groups. They were in the groups, not alone. With lutes in our hands. How did they used to pass, used to sing? With the help of the lutes, which helped them to make the song which they sang so melodious, so attractive, so spellbound. So they produced the music and they sang the song. With lutes in our hands, ever singing we roam. And they did not stop. They roamed, they wandered from one place to another, singing song. That was their passion. That was their just work, day and night to do. And they used to entertain the people. They used to give the message through the songs. They used to teach them lesson through the songs about the past. They used to tell them the heroic deeds of the people, those who fought in the battle. They lost their lives fighting, and they sang several things. Let us know more here about what they sang. The laughter and beauty of, here, let us see the next one. All men are our kindred. All men are our kindred. The singers are telling that they take the lutes in their hand and just they go from one town to another, one village to another. They are passing through the streets, passing through the forest, singing the song. Wherever the voice of the wind called them, they used to go. So there was not any permanent home for them to stay. With lutes in our hands, ever singing, we roam, we wander, we just march from one place to another. All men are our kindred. They tell there is not any particular people, those who are our family, those who are our close relatives. All humans, all men are our kindred, our relatives, our family members, close relatives. The world is our home. And they claim that not any family, not any village, not any town or country was their village. Whole world, whole globe was their village. They loved the whole humankind. Our lays are of the cities. Lays, the songs they sang. They are telling about that. Their songs were based, means the theme of the song were based what about the cities whose lusters is dead. They were singing about the old cities, ancient cities, which has a great glory, great past, and they had lost their glory, their attractions which were in the ancient times. They had lost that glory, lost their brightness, their charm and attraction. They were singing about those cities. So their song were based on the theme of those cities, those ancient cities, which had lost their glory, their pride, their beauty. The laughter and beauty of women, long dead. They not only sang about the cities, about ancient cities, they sang about the ladies, the women's beauty. They described the beauty of the women which had already just dead in the past, much long ago. They were already dead. They were singing about the beauty of the lady who were already dead much earlier, much before. The sword of old battles. They are telling in this passage about what is the theme of their song, what they are singing about in the song. They are telling, they are singing about the battles, the great wars. In the history, we already just know how the battle took place between one kingdom to other kingdom, one king to another king. So in that battle, the heroic deeds that was created, about the heroic deeds, they are singing. The crown of old kings, they are singing about the crown of the old kings, the glory of the old kings, about their greatness, about their pride, and happy and simple and sorrowful things. They are telling that their songs are based on every matters, on different aspects of our life. That some songs were full of happiness, some were full of positivity, some were very simple about the normal things that comes in our life. We are passing through our life, and some sorrowful things, some tragic things, some sad events that took place. So every aspect is included in their songs. They are singing about every aspect. What hope shall we gather? In the last paragraph, the singers are telling, what hope shall we gather? We cannot form any hope. We have no ambition. We have no dream. We can't really just create any hope, any dream. What dream shall we sow? We cannot really create or plant any dream. Why cannot they? Where the wind calls, our wandering footsteps we go. Because they can sow any dream only when they will have permanent house at one place to live. But they don't have any permanent house. They wander throughout their life from one place to another. They are wandering, and that's why they have not their own hope, their any own dream, any ambition to fulfill. They just think whole globe as their family, their home, every human beings as their family members. They sing about them, they sing for them, and that's why they think, they say that what kind of hope they can just form in their mind, in their heart, and what dreams can they see. No dreams, no hope. No love bids us tarry, and no love, no particular kind of love tells us or asks us to stay at any one place. No joy bids us wait, and there is no joy, not such any particular happiness which can tell them you wait here, now you stay here, you be now permanent here. Nothing. They don't have any lust for such kind of happiness or joy or pleasure in their life. Just they entertain the people. Their aim is to give them message. They just only make them in just happy to the people through their songs, including all kinds of theme in their songs. We, no love bids us tarry, no joy bids us wait. The voice of the wind is the voice of our fate. And they tell, fate means our luck, fortunate. So the singers are telling, the folk of the singers are telling, their fate is, their luck is, their destination is only the place where the voice of the wind calls them. They just start, they march towards that direction to sing, to entertain the people, to tell them the message through the songs, through the spellbound songs, through the musical songs. And in this way, only they spend their life, throughout their life. They are here in their group, they go. And this is what that you see in the picture, this band of singers, band of musicians, which were in the past. Today also in recent times, sometimes in the cities or villages, they come, sometimes in groups, sometimes just alone they are. But rarely that is here found. They are rarely seen now. But in the olden days, these were only the source of entertainment for the people of village, people of the town. And they entertained the people. People were spellbound to stay at a place and listen to them. whatever they sang, whatever they told them the message through the songs. And that was the source of entertainment as well as the message. So this was what a song, that's what was a poem that you have enjoyed, you have learned. Wandering Singers, composed by Sarojini Naidu. I am sure you must have enjoyed this poem so well, and you will learn it. You will recite it. You yourself will learn. You will recite it here again and again. And you try to find out here greater charm through every word what the poetess has tried to just put in the poem. So this was what the poem Wandering Singers. In the next period, in the next video, this was the first video. In the second video, I will discuss the exercise. What is the question that is asking you from the poem and what you have learned. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Wish you all the best.